What's up, my OSG unit, my Nightrider army? It's your man, OSG Nightrider, back with another video. Alright guys, let's be real for a second. I wasn't even planning on making a video today, but because this video had popped up in my feed, my recommendations, I thought I had to cover this for one last time, because I did state in my previous video to this, hopefully we would be done talking about this, at least until next time. The last thing I need right now is any of you trying to say that I'm milking the drama. Because guys, as I just said, I wasn't planning on talking about this anymore. In the previous video, I wanted to make sure that this was dead and gone, completely done with. But however, our good friend KSI, as in Olajide JJ William Olatunji, has dropped this video onto his YouTube channel, as in his second channel, simply titled, I Messed Up. Basically, this is just your regular typical Reddit video where he goes on to explain the recent controversy surrounding both him and Mams Tyler in regards to the whole Wade Plem situation, as in Wade Plem, you may know him as the Wade concept. He goes on to pretty much explain his tweets, etc, etc. So we all get the drill.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy K to the S to the I, and yes, I have messed up.
Okay, JJ, straight to the fucking point. Now, this is going to be very intriguing, I must say so myself.
An L, blah blah blah. I already know I got cooked. I messed up and I got cooked. You lot ate me alive, man. You lot ate me for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Okay guys, before we get quote for quote or critical up in here, I do want to give JJ the benefit of the doubt here, but I'm finding it hard at the moment to give him the benefit of the doubt when he's clearly making a joke of it all by doing things like this. But again, I'll give him a chance to tell his side.
Oh, bro, it was outrageous. The amount of hate and people criticizing me. I mean, rightly so. And I appreciate everyone. Well, I appreciate most of the people.
Okay, so JJ, what he's trying to say here, right, is that he appreciates all the people, especially his fans, criticising him for his recent actions. But then he does a bit of a 180 by saying, most of you, what's that even supposed to mean, JJ? Please be so kind as to enlighten all of us. Please.
That went in on me because, you know, you guys aren't just going to be up my ass. Some of you went a bit too far. I think someone was saying I need to get beat up by Jake Paul. I need to lose to Jake Paul. I was like, nah, I don't know if it's that deep.
Oh, I see. So apparently people are going a bit too far by saying, I hope you get beaten by Jake Paul and be humbled. Care to show us some receipts there, JJ, to prove it? I'm just saying.
We'll look at Reddit anyway. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. We stand with Wade. Yeah, there was obviously a lot of people who were on Wade's side, and rightfully so.
No fucking shit, Sherlock. Because the way I see it, the way both you and your fucking manager, Mams Taylor, acted towards Wade Plem in the hit of all this, right? I'm not even surprised about any of this. Because we all had a right to defend Wade Plem for what you and your manager did. Whether it would be you mouthing it off on fucking Twitter, having a bit of a tantrum, or having your manager, quote for quote, firing him publicly. What did you seriously think was going to happen?
Like, my outburst on Twitter was just outrageous. I'm sure someone Let's got it. Yeah, there it is. Man, fuck Wade. This Wade guy plays all sides, trying to please everyone. You are so fake. Oh my God. Fuck you and everything you stand for, you two-faced. Damn, man. This man acts like he knows everything about boxing. He doesn't know shit. You're not that guy. Can't believe Sharky let this snake into my box. Fuck off. Alright, so the amount of people who thought I was trolling, I genuinely was serious. Like, obviously now I've apologized.
Yes, JJ, you did apologise. And why did you apologise? Because it simply took all of us as a community to call you out on your bullshit, especially with Mums Taylor, for how you went about the whole situation, knowing that Wade Plem gave a boxing opinion. Now, if none of us had made videos on this or started coming at you on Twitter, fucking giving you criticism and calling you out on your bullshit, you would never have once apologised to Wade, especially you making this video right now. And just to simply make it clear, JJ, I'm not saying it's you as such, right? I'm talking about your manager, Mums Taylor. Because of what he did in the Twitter Spaces, both you and him, well, I should say him, realistically, he could have ended the career of this fucking guy, Wade Plem. He could have ruined this guy's credibility, his reputation as a boxing commentator. So, yes, we have every single right to call your manager out on his bullshit too. Just remember, JJ, this is not just one-sided. There are two sides to all this, as you may know. Yes, JJ, you've apologised for it twice. I mean, the first one was insincere because you clearly wanted to Side Plus podcast fucking putting fucking Wade down. But then, when you got caught out on your bullshit by Wade in his response video, you had no other choice but to apologise again. I mean, two wrongs don't make a right, does it, JJ?
This was out of order. This was crazy. But yeah, I was furious because I heard from so many people telling me about how Wade is, you know, saying one thing to this man and saying another thing online and saying another thing privately. And it's just all over the place. And I was just like, what's going on?
That's not what you said before, JJ. Why am I getting a funny feeling that this is all fishy? Why the fuck am I starting to get the impression that this is just yet another fucking lie? Because not once, JJ, did you even mention this before. Not at no point did you happen to bring this up in any of your tweets, especially in the Side Plus video that you made with the Sidemen. I mean, no offence, JJ, but you clearly lied in the Side Plus video by saying you spoke to Wade in regards to his tag team boxing thing, knowing full well that Wade Plem had no knowledge of this. So how do we all know that you're not lying again?
And I think what really triggered me was when he said that Tommy Fury versus Jake was going to get more pay-per-view buys than me versus Jake. Because I felt like, oh, he's trying to undervalue me. I thought this was a disrespect to me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, but he works for Misfits. I'm confused. I'm blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. So basically, ultimately, it was just a lot of back and forth. And then he made his video. And then I was like, am I going to do what I do all the time and fight fire with fire? Or should I actually speak to the man? Should I actually call the man? Should I actually call Wade and be like, yo, let me hear it from your voice? Because, you know, beforehand, I would always be hearing stuff from Wade through other people.
If you had spoke to Wade probably beforehand, then none of this would go out in the public. But again, it would have done because of Mums Taylor. I mean, no offence, right? You should have spoke to Wade either on the phone or through Twitter DMs, probably, instead of airing all this dirty laundry for the public to see. But again, JJ, I'm not just going to blame all this on you, but Mums Taylor is more to blame than what you are in this regard.
It was never be me talking to him directly. We'd always just be talking indirectly. So I, messaged Wade. I was like, send me your number. I called him. And I just realized, the whole thing has just been a misunderstanding. Wade's a really nice guy. And none of the stuff I said here makes sense for Wade. Like,
yeah, JJ, you say that now, that Wade Plem is a nice guy, but you gotta understand, both you and your manager, Mans Taylor, clearly tried to end the career, as in destroy this guy's reputation, his livelihood. And when you say, oh no, this makes sense for Wade, you mean yourself, right?
Wade want what I want. Success in the YouTube boxing influencer scene. Like, we both want that.
If both you and Wade want to make Misfits Boxing successful, then you both have to be on the same page. I mean, Wade is trying all of his best to level with you, JJ. But if you're serious about it, then why not give Wade his fucking job back? But how do we know that you're gonna do that? And how do we all know that Mamsad's not gonna go on with a fucking meltdown like you fucking did and fire his ass again?
So, me saying and doing all of this, it was an L. It was a huge L, and I'm sorry. And I appreciate all my fans and all the people on Reddit going in on me, being like, JJ, you're moving mad, this is outrageous, I can't believe this, blah, blah, blah. Saying they've lost respect for me. But it's all warranted.
You're goddamn fucking right it was warranted and all. Because no offence, JJ, if no one would have spoke on this or called both your asses out on your fucking shit, then yes, Wade's career, as I just said before, his whole entire YouTube career and his whole livelihood as a boxing commentator would have been kapowie, zilch, gone. Hasta la vista, baby.
And, you know, I appreciate you lot for telling me how it is. And that's how I've always wanted you lot to be. Tell me how it is. If I mess up, tell me I've messed up. And if I succeed, you know, you guys will sing my praises. So I appreciate you lot for being real with me. This was out of order. And also I just realized that this man isn't Two-Face as well. Like,
oh fucking hell. For a split second I thought he was going to go for the hat trick. The good old 3 times the fucking charm. But I did hear that correctly. He said, I now realise that this man isn't Two-Face at all. Okay. I'll give you that one, JJ. Alright, I'll let you off with that one.
While I was talking to him, he's, you know, says what he says privately and publicly. And I just got it twisted. I just heard the wrong things from my sources and it just complicated things. And
what? Fucking sources? I'm not being funny, JJ, but whoever has been telling you all this fucking bullshit, you need to out them immediately, because I don't think any of this is fucking true. And if any of this is fucking true, right, you're pretty much fucking a dumb fuck for believing it in the first place.
Obviously created this whole situation. Obviously Jake Paul thought he could pipe up saying, this you talking about a reporter that worked DAZN shows, you are regressing maturity wise. You remind me of me when I was 19 but you were about to be 30. Apologize to Wade and fire the unprofessional manager. And so then I replied with a tweet from Jake Paul himself saying, get rid of anyone that plays both sides, no matter how much they mean to you. Loyalty to everyone is loyalty to no one. And I literally put this you. Basically, Jake Paul contradicting himself. I mean, ultimately, the whole thing is an L anyway.
Alright, the last thing I want to fucking do right now is side with Jake Paul. Because for those who may know, I'm not really big on Jake Paul. But I've got to state for the record that for once, Jake Paul may be right in this situation by saying that JJ should drop Mams Taylor. And he's fucking right. And to be fair, yeah, the way KSI, as in you, JJ, went about this whole entire situation on Twitter, right, from this complete overreaction, or should I say meltdown, I for one can honestly say that Jake Paul was more mature than you in this whole entire situation. And that's coming from a guy like me that looks up to a guy like you. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, talking about Jake Paul, me and him went on a major back and forth. I thought it was funny. Well, actually, let me explain from the beginning. So I tweeted, when I KO Joe Fournier, I will be pound for pound the best YouTube boxer. Yes, above Jake Paul. And I truly believe that, because let's not get it twisted. Joe Fournier is a 9-0 pro that I'm fighting May 13th. And it's not going to be easy. Like, I'm borrowing people like Idris Virgo and other pros in my camp to make sure, you know, I'm prepared for Joe Fournier, because, you know, the man has the experience, you know, has way more experience than me. He's a better boxer than me. So, you know, I know, like, yes, I've got fitness and I know my defense needs work. I'm working on my defense. It's going to be a hard fight.
I'm not going to go off topic in any way, guys, but I just want to let you all know, if you haven't already noticed or figured it out by now, that somebody actually did call JJ recently, as in an actual world champion, called KSI out on for the fact that your fucking punches, your jabs, you could end up getting yourself seriously hurt. I mean, yeah, this guy clearly stated, right, that you need to work on your punches and your jabs, because you swinging your fucking arms around the way you was before, yeah, you could be putting yourself in danger.
It's going to be a hard fight. I just want people to know that I'm preparing hard for it. And I also want people to know that, you know, if I beat Joe Fournier, fam, I'm #1 pound for pound. Like, I don't get it twisted, because Jake Paul tried to fight a pro boxer and failed against Tommy Fury. You know, if I manage to beat Joe Fournier, I'm just saying, put me on that #1, bro. I'm #1 straight up. Straight up. Jake then replied, ha 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 ha, I'm your idol. So when you beat a guy whose last pro fight was over 2 years ago against a reggaeton singer that had never boxed in his life, you are the pound for pound best? Or is because his fight before that was 6 years ago against a 1-11 boxer sham? Jake Paul is trying to say that Joe Fournier isn't all that, but Tommy Fury is all that. When, if you look at Tommy Fury's box rec, my man is fighting people who have won 10 times and lost 102 times. Never won and lost 26 times. Won 2, lost 26 times. Never won and lost 11 times. Never won and lost 9 times. Like, I mean, you can't tell me that Tommy Fury hasn't done the exact same as what Joe Fournier has done. You know, all these fighters, they fight opponents to pad up their records.
No, it's not, JJ. It's not just about pad up your records. I mean, no offense, right, but boxing is no joke. You can't just fucking step into a fucking ring thinking you're the shit, right? Because at the end of the day, if you do that, right, knowing full well that there is someone out there that will beat you and make you humble, right? I mean, yeah, it's all well and good you talking trash, and that trash talk does play an vital role in sports like this. But again, you gotta realise, you go into war, whether it be boxing, MMA, well, I should say UFC, you're fighting to see who's the best. You're proving that you are rightfully deserved the #1 spot. And also to be a fucking champion, but that's not always the case. There are people out there that have won and lost, but they never give up. It takes pure determination, but also you gotta be careful, because yeah, your health comes first. I mean, there are people to this day that have gotten severely hurt or concussion inside the boxing ring. I mean, look at what Mike Tyson did to that guy many years ago when he bit off his ear. Or you should see Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has never lost. He has yet to be defeated, but again, he hasn't. So you want to compare Joe Fournier to Floyd Mayweather. Who's the best? Because it's definitely not Joe Fournier. I'm not trying to discredit Joe Fournier. I mean, fair enough, he's a good boxer. I've seen what he can do. But when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, yeah, at the moment, Floyd Mayweather is by far the best at the moment. But again, I think he's retired now, but I think he just does exhibition fights now, don't he? I think, yeah, sounds about right.
But ultimately, they're the main guy. They're the tough fighter. they're the tough boxer. And I, May 13th, I'm fighting that tough boxer. And just like Jake Paul, he was fighting the main guy, Tommy Fury, and he failed. So I'm about to do the same with Joe Fournier and hopefully not fail. So I don't understand how Jake is trying to shit on Joe Fournier when Jake dodged Joe Fournier anyway. Like, Joe Fournier was fighting on Jake Paul's undercard, and Joe Fournier called Jake Paul out, and Jake Paul decided to fight. Who did he decide to fight instead? Tyron Woodley. I'm just saying, there's a reason why Jake Paul fights MMA fighters and not pro boxers. That's his kryptonite. Pro boxers are his kryptonite, believe it or not. Anyway, I replied with, this is a lot of talk for someone that's ducking me. And yeah, I feel like he's ducking me. If he doesn't rematch Tommy Fury, who else is he gonna fight? He has to fight me. I'm ready. After Joe Fournier, if I manage to beat him, I'm ready.
Yeah, fair enough, you say it now, JJ, but again, you gotta bear in mind that there's other people out there that you can box in the meantime. It's alright you say that Jake Paul is ducking you, and apparently you're ducking him apparently for what Jake Paul keeps claiming, right? Jake Paul states himself that he's your end goal. So by the time you've faced, and I'm not saying you will, but if you ever did beat Jake Paul, then you're most likely going to retire either way. So what's the fucking point?
And then if I don't, then we'll find out who the best YouTube boxing influencer is of all time. So I'm ready to fight Jake Paul. Simple as that. And then Jake's coming through with these stupid money offers again. Being like 30 million to the winner, 0 to the loser. If you want me to agree to your request of £180 and rehydration clause, agree to that and I'm in. You just supposedly bet £10 million, so this should be easy to contract, right? So yeah, this was because Joe Fournier was like, oh, I'll offer 10 million to buy Misfits. And I'm like, Misfits is worth way more than 10 million. Plus, if you want to bet 10 million pounds, we can bet 10 million pounds. I don't care about the money. Money isn't the reason why I'm doing this. I want to do this to show that I am the GOAT in this YouTube boxing scene. So I don't know, I'm just tired of Jake Paul always doing the, oh, let's bet money, this, that, because he didn't pay Tommy Fury. They had an agreement to, you know, do a winner takes all, and that fell flat. And that's exactly what I said. I said, ain't no way I'm doing this deal because you still ain't paid up for your last deal with Tommy Fury after he slapped you up.
Now I can clearly understand where JJ is coming from this point of view, because obviously, yeah, when Jake Paul did square off against Tommy Fury, not once did he pay Tommy Fury for that fight. So I could understand to an extent where JJ is coming from here. And I can.
Doing this through Twitter doesn't mean shit. So I tweeted saying, talk to Wade, and this time I'm actually sorry. So I did apologize before, but it was like a tongue-in-cheek apology. And it's so funny because a lot of my audience could see right through it. It's so hard for me to just be like fake.
Remember what I said earlier, guys, mate, when I said like JJ apologised to Wade and then he's making a complete joke of it all. This is exactly what he's doing right now. Making a joke of it. Which is why I find it a bit hard to level with JJ when I say, can he be forgiven?
Because you lot can just read it so clearly. Because I still felt a type of way because of the whole situation. So then, yeah, obviously I just talked to him. Legit, this whole thing has been a big misunderstanding. We both want the same thing, success for everyone in the influencer boxing scene. Wade is a good guy. I messed up completely. My bad, man. And it's true. I messed up completely.
Okay, JJ, it's what you say that, but when you're going on your video making fucking jokes and that, people could be thinking, are you actually sorry or are you not? This is what you gotta understand. I mean, fair enough, you keep saying that, oh, laughing helps you cope through it. We don't dispute that at all, but in times like this, JJ, it's best to be fucking serious when making that podgy and not making it or turning it into a complete fucking joke.
POV, you have an opinion during a KSI fight. Oh my god. Look, I don't want people to think that if you have an opinion that's against me or anyone that is a part of Misfits, that you're gonna get fired. Man's messed up publicly firing Wade. That was bad. That was bad. You know, Wade can easily come and commentate whenever he wants. He can do whatever he wants at Misfits. He's his own man. He can have his own opinions. It's okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people got mixed up thinking that I fired Wade when my manager did.
Right, JJ, at no point did we all say it was you that fired Wade. We already know that it was fucking Mains Taylor that did. So you want to retract that. I mean, if anyone did say that, then probably they've obviously clickbait the title or gave misinformation for the videos. But we already know that you never fired Wade, knowing it was your manager that did. And fucking goddamn it, JJ. Talk about throwing your fucking manager under the bus like that. What the fuck?
But look, I don't want you to go in on my manager because, let's be honest, with the whole of Misfits and everything that he's done for me, he goes through a lot. Okay, it's a stressful job. It's a stressful situation. We're also human. Okay,
JJ, I haven't got a clue where your integrity lies, right? But again, I don't know if you're fucking dumb or somewhat brain dead. You're saying, oh, please don't go on your manager. He deserves it!
We're gonna mess up. Everyone's gonna mess up. No one, because of this situation, no one needs to die or get told they should kill themselves. All we can do is learn from our mistakes and then move on. So you can have an opinion, okay? You can have an opinion on anything you want, all right? It doesn't mean you're getting fired on Misfits.
You've got to understand, JJ, that everybody is entitled to have an opinion, regardless whether you like it or not. That's what they are, opinions. And whether you like it or hate it, you can't just fucking go on a major tantrum on Twitter, right? And say, oh, I have a right to hate on it as well, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. Because that makes you look like a complete fucking hypocrite.
KSI to-do list. Apologize to Wade. I mean, I've done that. Lower his ego. When it comes to boxing, I feel like you have to have an ego. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then I just feel like you're not going to do well. I don't know. Surely I'm correct in that thinking. The reason why I have an ego in the ring is because I trained so hard to the point where I feel like I've done every single thing to make sure I'm prepared and ready for my fight. And because of that, my confidence is high, my ego is high. That's because I'm ready. I'm ready to fight. If I was like, oh, I might win, or, I'm not too sure, then yes, I can understand. And, maybe I'm doing a little bit of that with Joe Fournier because the guy's is a fucking pro fighter, man. Like, it's not going to be easy. And I feel like a lot of people are telling me, like, it's going to be easy. And I'm like, no. Because the last time I did that, I drew with Logan Paul. People were like, Logan Paul hasn't really boxed that much. You've boxed longer than him. It's going to be light work. And then I came in with that mindset and I drew. And I almost lost. So from then on, I told myself I will never be complacent and I'm going to train as hard as I can. And yeah, I'm going to make sure May 13th, I knock out Joe Fournier.
Whoa, JJ. Hold up a second. When people are telling you to lower your ego, it doesn't mean to say that you can't have an ego whatsoever, but your ego in general. It's not based around your boxing ego, JJ. It's your ego as a person, because everyone seems to think, right, well, let's just say, since you started working with him, people are now starting to get the impression as if you've changed for the absolute worst, which is why people are telling you or advising you to lower your fucking ego, which is exactly what I've been trying to explain to you. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I'm not going to go over the rest of the video. If you guys want to check out for yourselves I will leave the link in the description for you to go and check out his video so you can get a better understanding. As far as I'm concerned, should JJ be forgiven for this? At the moment, it's a work in process. Fair enough, he's explained himself and he has apologised to Wade Plem. Let's just hope to God now that he's properly responded in a YouTube video, even though it's a Reddit video, let's just hope that this drama can be put to rest. If you enjoyed this video, guys, and agree with anything that I said throughout this whole video, then please make sure you hit the like button, give it a crest, just rub it. I'm joking. Just hit the like button, guys, and if you're new to my channel, then smash that fucking subscribe button as if you're smashing the ass. Okay, I'm gonna fucking stop that now. Anyway, guys, I'm off. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, my next video will be a gaming video. Until then, guys, I'll see you then.